man with a mustache.
Hey.
I don't know. Choke. I don't care.
In line. It ain't about the pasta.
I am the devil. And don't you forget it.
Poo-poo head. Both of you, poo-poo heads.
He hung a TV on the wall in under 7 minutes. I timed him.
Not really sure what I've done to you, but I'll take a Pinot Grigio.
Everybody here has not been working on their summer body.
Leave him alone. He's a battered wife. Look at him.
You hate it, well, you're not important enough to hate. Sit down. I'm smarter than you, I'm cooler than you, I'm prettier than you. Get the over it and move on with your life.
Hey everybody! Welcome to the inaugural episode of The Real Housepeople of Reality TV. I'm Trisha, your reality TV virgin. I'd like to get the record straight. I have gone to first base with a reality TV show before. I watched the first season of Too Hot to Handle when it first came out. But usually you'll find me watching YouTube, TikTok, sitcoms, Twitch, basically anything that I can giggle at. So hopefully I can giggle at these. I'm joined by my dear friend Amber.
Hi, that's me. I'm a Leo to my core and a self-proclaimed reality TV expert. I gave myself that title. Anything from competitions to the trashiest of trashy, I love it all. If I'm not watching true trash, I'm enjoying true crime. The shows, not the acts.
Excellent. We are going to be watching Vanderpump Rules because apparently Vanderpump rules. Doo-doo. Shh.
Pump teeny!
Woo! And Pump teeny?
Yeah.
Am I going to get that later, or is it just something that came out?
Quite a bit later, but you're gonna get it.
Okay, cool. We are going to... I've never seen it before. Amber's seen it before. But basically, this is going to be a reaction podcast and a chit-chat podcast. And we can just hang out.
Are you ready to go to the world of WeHo?
Are you ready for it? Even if you're not a big reality person like me.
You will be.
Is that a threat?
Just trust me, the world of WeHo and Sir is undeniable.
I'm very excited.
Me
I don't know
too.
why I'm holding my hand like this. They can't see that, but
I'm
that's
holding
okay.
my breast microphone.
Okay, we're gonna go watch the episode, and we will be back
Momentarily.
to discuss. It's going to be about 2 seconds for you, but in those 2 seconds, don't forget to follow and subscribe to wherever you are, and also subscribe to our YouTube channel if you haven't already.
And keep listening. Thanks.
All of the links will be below. Bye!
I love you.
Welcome back!
We have completed episode 1, the pilot. Welcome to Sir, where we meet the cast and crew that work at Lisa Vanderpump's restaurant. Sir,
I have thoughts.
I'm curious to...
I wrote down notes.
Okay,
I have thoughts.
Episode 1, we meet Miss Stassi Schroeder, Mr. Jax Taylor, Katie Maloney, Kristen Jody, Tom Sandoval, Tom Schwartz, Sheena Marie, and Lisa Vanderpump. Oh, and her husband Ken.
We also met
A real
Peter.
one. Oh, and Peter, the ever-present manager of Sir. We are introduced to Stassi, who doesn't like Sheena, the new girl at Sir. She moved over from Villa Blanca, Lisa's other restaurant in WeHo. Sheena Marie had an affair with Lisa's good friend, Brandy Glanville's husband, Eddie Cibrian,
Jinkies.
who ended up leaving Brandy, not for Sheena Marie, but for country singer Leanne Rimes.
Jinkies times
He couldn't
2.
fight her moonlight. So, Stassi is on a hazing mission
Yeah.
because she doesn't like Sheena. She's a man stealer, and Stassi doesn't want her around her boyfriend, Jax Taylor, the bartender. All right. What are your initial thoughts?
Okay. Very first thought is that the restaurant looks really cool.
Yeah.
That was like my very first note. It says, this looks like a fun restaurant.
One day we will go there.
I wish to.
We will.
Okay.
Spoiler alert, it is still open and very successful.
That doesn't surprise me.
No.
feel like it probably got more successful after
Oh, for sure.
the show because now people want to go there and see the people.
Yeah.
I'm also immediately obsessed with Lisa Vanderpump.
Yeah.
She's like, I love her so much.
Yeah.
She's so cool.
Like, I don't know if I want to meet her, marry her, or be her.
I don't want to be her.
I'm not talented or good enough for any of those things.
I want to either be her or befriend her.
Yeah.
Like, her entire energy is so funny.
Yeah. And she is an empire.
Yeah, she's cool.
Yeah.
She is like, she intimidates the crap out of me, but I love her
As
so
she
much.
should.
Yeah.
It's like a respectful fear.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
I don't like...
Like, she was too good just to be an ensemble member on The Real Housewives. Hence, Vanderpump Rules, because she does. And she does it well.
Okay, really quick side note.
Hmm.
Is it Vanderpump Rules as in Vanderpump, like, the rules of Vamber... Vamber...
Woot.
of Vanderpump? Or is it because Vanderpump rules, as in, they rule, yay?
To be honest with you, I don't know.
Or is it, like, both?
I think it's both. Like, I think it started out as, like, Lisa's Vanderpump Rules. Like, she was the, like, queen bee, but
Yeah.
spoiler alert, they go rogue.
Surprise.
And they are hard to wrangle back in.
I can
She doesn't.
already tell
Yeah.
that they're
They're
roguish.
not employees you wish to have.
I'm really not a fan of their uniforms.
No.
They're, especially the first dress in the first episode is
Yeah.
rough.
A lot of them are. Like, none of them are great. And, like, the thing is, when you're a male that is straight going to a restaurant, like, you're not really put off by, like, the titties in your face. It's fine.
Yeah.
And
It was mostly the pattern of the first outfit.
yeah, it's odd. It is odd.
Yeah.
Some of them are odd, but, like, I think, like Lisa Vanderpump said, Villa Blanca is where you take your wife, and Sir is where you take your mistress.
You do get those vibes.
Because it's, like, slutty, classy vibes.
Yeah. I wouldn't... The restaurant is classy. Everything else seems a little slutty.
Yeah.
But you know
That
what?
adds to the vibes.
We ball.
Yeah.
No.
Who should we talk about first? Should we start with Queen Bee, Miss Stassi Schroeder?
Okay, so I have multiple notes throughout about all of them.
Okay.
Kind of like first
So-
impressions to end of episode impressions.
What's your first impression of Stassi?
I literally wrote down here. Stassi gives me bitch vibes, but IDK.
You're not wrong.
like she does. She has queen bee bitch energy.
Yeah.
Benergy, if you will. Anyway, sorry, that was
No.
bad.
I won't.
And then I said that Stassi is jealous and overprotective, but I also have a note that says, where is it? I get Stassi's concern. Stassi?
Stassi.
Stassi, sorry.
It's
Because
short for Nastasia.
okay. Because Sheena should never have dated a married guy, but I don't think she's handling it well.
No. No, I think most girls in their early 20s
No.
don't
No.
always. She does take it to a new level of crazy. I will give you that.
I also wrote down making girls quit is not a bragging point. It's not the bragging point you think it is, Stassi.
Have you ever worked with someone you really didn't like? Because I worked with a guy that I was not very nice to because I needed him to leave.
I mean, I'm not saying that I'm better than her, and I probably would do that.
You
I
don't
wouldn't.
have that in you.
I
I'm
would-
just
I would
gonna
think
say it
I would
right
think
now.
about it.
You would think about it. You would
But
never do it.
I'd think about it.
When
I'd
people are
complain
mean to you, you say, have a nice weekend.
I sure do.
So, do you think that Sheena really didn't know that Eddie Cibrian was married?
No, she absolutely knew.
Who is out here
I mean,
dating anybody and not Googling them?
I mean, I don't know who he is, to be fair,
That's the Gen Z in you.
but
But you know Leanne Rhymes.
I sure do.
And you know, well, that's it. But
I mean,
She knew.
I feel like especially in the area that they live, I'd be Googling the crap out of.
Well, and Lisa was still your boss at Villa Blanca, and she's still friends with Brandy. So,
Yeah.
like, you guys kind of run in similar, sort of the same circles.
Yeah.
Like, they never came into the restaurant or anything.
I know, it feels
Unlikely.
I mean, maybe if he knew that she worked there, they wouldn't have gone into the restaurant. But I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know. Men aren't smart enough to think that
I think
through.
he has too much of an ego to prevent him from going anywhere or doing anything, because he just thinks all these ladies are gonna, like, fall at his feet. Because they do. Like, you're a washed up actor that can't keep a wife. Because you can't keep it in your pants.
Yeah.
Him and Leanne Rimes are actually still married, I believe, though.
Okay. Well,
Disclaimer. They seem happy enough.
good for them.
But the world kind of canceled her after that.
All right. Who's next? Who do you want to know about?
Let's see. What are your thoughts on... Oh, okay. Sheena. Sheena Marie.
Okay.
That's her stage name, by the way.
I figured. I said first impression. Sheena is iffy on my end, but I enjoy her energy.
Does she make you want to freak, bitch? FYI, Sheena's music career goes on to be my favorite thing.
Okay, cool. I also said that her eyes are very large and she looks like a doll.
Yeah, she has a small face and huge eyes.
Yeah.
And I don't know that she has that many thoughts. I'm going to be real.
So I don't condone cheating.
No.
And I don't think she should have dated a married man.
Shit happens.
But, like, as a person, in the context of this TV show, she seems very interesting. And I kind of like her.
She is very interesting. And also, I think we have to remember that unlike the Real Housewives, that these guys are all, like, in their early 20s.
Yeah.
Aside from Jax, he's a bit older.
Okay.
He's a couple years older. Nothing crazy, obviously. But they all are all, like, in their early 20s, trying to make it in showbiz.
Yeah.
In WeHo.
I know, like, it's...
Like, I'm not saying it's right, but, like, mistakes happen. But, like, you weren't the married person.
Yeah.
Maybe do your due diligence and Google.
But also, like...
As you do.
Yeah. Also, you're better than Brittany. My comments were, I can assure you she is not.
I wrote down in all capital letters, no one is better than Brittany. Do not step on the toes of the Queen of Pop. Meltdown or not, she is an icon.
Yes. I also wrote, Bestie, why does she moan like that? That whole scene. Okay, can we just talk about that scene for a second?
So Sheena brings her boyfriend, Shay, to the recording studio to record her song Freak Bitch, which is basically just, can you freak bitch? Oh, like weird sex sounds. And Shay's looking at her like he's never heard these sounds in his life, poor fool. And I think she's just really used to faking it. I'm gonna be honest.
I don't...
Like, he's there looking like, I don't know, some pudding boy, just
sitting
watching her freak bitch. And
I have so many questions about that entire scene. Who okayed any of it? Why is that the song?
because, as she stated several times, she has no real talent
Yeah,
or
she's
like
just
specific desire. She
she's-
wants to be famous,
Yeah.
but lacks the talent to actually like pick a direction. I relate.
I was gonna be like, sounds like someone...
Yeah.
No.
Like sometimes you just know in your heart of hearts that the world should get to experience you, but you don't have the talent to make that happen. And that's Sheena.
I feel like she would make a good podcast. Like if she had a podcast.
She actually does have a podcast.
And is it great?
It's
Oh no.
it is. It is there.
Oh.
It is called Shenanigans.
That's excellent.
Which I actually do like the title of.
It's very good.
I can't say too much more.
Because spoilers.
Yes.
Got it.
Several of them actually do go on to have podcasts. So.
That makes sense.
Yes.
Podcasts are the thing.
Yeah. We're hoping that's yes. Success.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Should we switch gears?
Yeah. Give me someone else.
Jax Taylor. What are our thoughts? We are introduced to Jax Taylor shaking drinks at the bar with his big arm man muscles and his button-down shirt. How do you feel about it?
Well, I wrote down and underlined in red, Jax gives me the ick a little.
That's fair. That's a fair reaction, actually.
I don't know what there is about him. Something about, like, just him as a person. Also, like, his face a little. I don't know. He bugs me. He just irritates me. And that kind of continued throughout the entire time. I don't think I had many other notes about that. I think it's just...
Do you think Stassi has anything to be worried about when
yeah.
it comes to Sheena?
I don't know necessarily about Sheena specifically, because I don't know that Sheena would get with Jax, just based on the first episode. But I'm trying really hard not to read your face because I don't want to know. But I think Jax absolutely would get with Sheena given any chance.
Okay.
I didn't enjoy that he was flirting with someone at a bar afterwards.
Oh yeah, the waitress.
Yeah, Courtney. I wrote down her name because
It's always Courtney.
I love her.
Yeah.
I'm sure she's just in this one episode and we never see her again.
No, she just wants those tips.
But I love her to pieces.
Not his tip, the money tips.
Yeah.
No one wants his tip.
I love her to pieces. Courtney is an icon, is actually what I wrote down. Because of when she was like, is Sir the gay club?
Yeah.
I love her. I didn't like that Jax was flirting with her, and I was like, this is giving me, like, this was one of the reasons that I, like, kind of flipped my gears on my thoughts on Stassi, too, because I was, like, originally, like, I mean, he gave me the ick to begin with, but then he started, like, flirting with someone else while she wasn't there, and I was like, bestie.
Yeah.
Maybe now's not the time.
No, Jax is flirting with the waitress.
Yeah.
We don't love that.
No. I definitely think that Jax would 100% go with Sheena. Again, I don't know enough about Sheena to actually make that decision on if she would go with him. I feel like she would to bug Stassi. At this point,
they don't really get along very well.
No.
Do you think it's fair that Jax, to anyone's knowledge, has not cheated on Stassi, but gets the heat for her ex-boyfriends who have?
No.
Okay.
I do not think that is fair to bring other, like, your baggage of your past relationships and expectations from your past relationships. Yeah. Granted, I've never had a relationship, so I'm sure this is harder, like, easier said than done.
Yeah.
But it's
so I was kind of crazy in the beginning with Chris because my ex-boyfriend was like the biggest loser on the planet.
Yeah.
Who impregnated other people while we were together, etc.
Yeah.
And so I was a bit crazy in the beginning. And
you were.
He put up with it, but he definitely like called me on it too.
Yeah.
And it's like, you're a bit of a Looney Tune, and I was like, yeah, you're right. Sorry.
But you know what?
Shit happens.
And you guys are great now. So yeah. While I don't think that it's right for her though, he keeps flirting with other people.
That's the thing.
And he absolutely was flirting with her at the very beginning while he was shaking drinks.
Yeah.
So like
he can't contain himself.
No. So like while I don't think you should bring that, and he hasn't like outright cheated that we know of on her, that is very telling as to who he is as a person.
Like, I don't does he not know he's on camera? Do you think, like, no one told him, hey, we're doing a TV show?
I think he knows.
Stassi's going to see you flirting with the waitress.
I genuinely, and I say this with the bottom of my heart and so much love, don't think he's smart enough to realize
he's
that.
not. I'm just, spoiler alert, he's not. The idiocy that this man portrays is outstanding at times.
It's rough.
Truthfully, he's dumber than your first impression.
That's actually crazy.
Yeah.
Is he going... Don't tell me. I was going to say, is he going to continue to give me the ick? But we'll see.
I will tell you, he makes excellent TV.
Cool.
He's a fucking moron.
Cool.
Just like, and he doesn't know a lot of things. He's
also,
just not...
really
the
hated
brain.
How I don't remember which one of them pronounced Don Julio. Don
that was Peter.
Julio.
You love Peter. I think he was joking.
I
think
so.
It was like an irony thing.
I hope so.
Like when you say things dumb.
Yeah.
But He's just a bit weirder than you, I guess.
No,
Well, no,
it's
that's
just-
not true.
I have levels. And my
Yeah.
level is not Don Julio. That really bugged me. But I do love
I
Peter.
don't really know where you draw the line here.
I do love Peter. He's very attractive.
We all love Peter. He's like a weird hot.
I wrote
like,
down
he's
that
not
he's a
the
good
kinda-
egg.
He is a good egg. Like, he's not the kind of hot that you're like, damn, panties dropped. But he's the kind of hot where it's like,
I'm into it. I could see myself with this man.
yeah,
He's attainable hot.
yeah,
I like it. I'm
yeah.
into it.
He's lovable.
I love him.
Yeah.
So far, all I got from it is that he's a good egg and he's attractive.
Yeah, that sums it up.
Okay.
He has a
cool.
nice ponytail.
I like his ponytail, actually.
Back to Jax.
Yes.
Do you think it is fair for Stassi to say that Jax doesn't like whoever I say he doesn't like?
No.
Okay.
But I don't think it's fair, but I'd be the same way.
But here's the thing.
Well, actually, wait. Because, like, just thinking about it, like, if you were to say to me, okay, I don't like this person, my instant thought is, I don't like this person.
yeah.
Because, like,
Whereas Katie and Kristen are kind of like, you're being a bit mean to Sheena,
yeah.
to Stassi. They're saying that.
Yeah.
Like,
I
think it's like a good friend, like, for Katie or for Kristen to say, hey, you're being a bit mean to Sheena.
Yeah.
But, like, she doesn't undermine Stassi when they're in the situation.
No.
Like, she kind of, like, you always have your friends back,
Yeah.
but you also have to call them on their shit sometimes when they're being, like, too much.
Yeah. Like, do you remember when I made a friend and she was from Australia and you were really annoyed every time we hung out because you were jealous?
I have jealousy problems.
I know. And I was like, I looked at you and I'm like, okay, I love you,
Yeah.
but no.
But who won?
Well, she moved, so who knows?
I know. I won. We're on a very successful podcast together.
This is so true.
Because ultimately, I love you, and that's it.
Yeah.
They don't get that. It's fine. I don't like.
But yeah,
share.
like, I don't think it's right in any regards for you to be like, for anybody to be like, you're not allowed to like this person because I don't like this person, unless that person's like an awful person,
Yeah.
like Hitler. Don't like Hitler.
Well, no, obviously.
I don't think it's right for anybody to be like, hey, you can't like this person, you can't hang out with this person, unless there's like reasonable cause. And Jax is reasonable cause enough, because he...
I think if you have to have a partner where you're telling them not to hang out with certain people because you don't trust the situation,
maybe you
then
shouldn't
maybe
have
that
that partner.
partner's not for you.
Yeah.
You need to reevaluate your life.
Yeah.
But that might just be me. Let's talk about Kristen Doty and Tom Sandoval.
Okay, well,
Thoughts?
first of all, Kristen, I love her. She seems really funny, and I love her random faces.
She is funny. The faces get better.
Oh no. I was like, at one point, she's like, yeah, we're all best friends, but the way she looks at Stassi
Yeah.
is like daggers. Like, she's so upset. And I'm like, girl.
Sometimes she just does that for no reason, and I honestly wonder so often what is going through that girl's head. You'll see. Like, it's just...
It could be like you, though,
Like,
where not much is happening in there.
Yeah,
But
like sometimes you don't know that you're trying to kill someone with your stare, and then suddenly you have to check yourself before you wreck yourself.
yeah.
That's Kristen Doty, except for she never is great at checking herself, is the problem.
Okay.
Tom Sandoval,
my
Kristen's boyfriend,
first initial thought,
hair gel king.
he gives me the ick. And then, a little while later, I wrote, underlined in red, I hate Tom. His shirt was inside out. He shaves his forehead.
Who does that?
His face irritates me. His face, I don't have much personality-wise to go on, other than, like, that whole situation with the hairspray. Oh my gosh. I was ready to go into the screen and punch him.
He's a lot.
I don't like him. initially,
He's a lot.
and I don't know how this is going to go forward, because you told me about things, and I don't know if he was one of them, because you talk about this show, but you haven't since we started, like, actually decided to do the podcast. But I don't listen.
I promise you don't know where any of it's going.
But I do not like him. His face irritates me, as I literally wrote down here. I don't like...
He kind of looks like he has a weird skin texture. I don't know if he's, like, over-lotioning.
I get that.
But he's, like, too glistening.
He looks slimy.
Yeah, a little bit like if you tried to pick him up, he'd just fall through your hands.
Yeah.
Because he's covered in oil.
Like, if he was a model, you'd, like, just assume that someone dipped him in a vat.
He'd already pre-oiled, yeah.
Yeah. He dipped himself in a vat.
Yeah.
Except for the hair, because the hair, if it says, I forget what he's like, if it says touchable,
Soft and touchable,
then it's bullshit.
Yeah.
And I'm like, brother.
You're not clinging on to that in the bedroom.
Brother.
You'll get sticky on your hands.
I wouldn't want to cling on to that in the bedroom to begin with, because I don't want him in my bedroom. Go away, sir.
That's fair.
He irritates me.
Mm.
His face is wrong. I don't know.
Might be the shaved forehead.
It could be.
Like, why are you hairy there?
I just like, I have a piece of hair on my forehead that grows straight out. I'm gonna be real with you. I call it my unicorn horn.
We're
It's
really
clear.
pretty, I promise.
It's clear. It's a clear piece of hair. I don't understand it. Anyway, I'm not the only one who gets it. I've seen other people on TikTok.
If you say so.
but like, there was so much going on in the scene where we, like, really got to know him.
Yeah.
But he gave me the ick, like, initially as well. Something about him. Basically, Peter was the only one in the very beginning who didn't initially give me the ick. And I don't know what
that's true. Your first glimpse of someone else really caught your eye.
No, in the beginning of the episode.
Yeah, but that's the beginning of him, though. So it's still like...
Okay, so Tom...
So Trisha has a thing for Tom Schwartz.
He's hot.
Or Schwartzy, as Lisa calls him.
He's hot.
Later on.
I stand by that.
I don't know what it is about him that just, like...
He's hot.
You can't help but, like, kind of like him.
I don't know his personality at all, because I think he said maybe 2 words. But he's hot. That's my thoughts.
He's got good vibes.
He didn't give me the ick. He's got kind eyes.
He does. He has really kind eyes.
Yeah.
And I think that's what gets you.
I think so too. And fluffy hair. His
Yeah.
hair is not like over.
No, he has good hair without trying.
Yeah.
And him and Katie are really cute.
They're so cute together. I also wrote down for Katie. All I have for Katie is that she seems sweet. I don't have any other opinions yet.
I can't share with you.
But just because she was barely in the first episode.
But I did just order a t-shirt with
Yeah.
Katie Maloney on it.
So I think it's safe to say that
So
she's okay. Maybe.
we'll see.
Maybe.
I will tell you she's an icon. Whether
Okay.
it's a good icon or a bad icon is yet to be discovered for you.
Okay.
But
Yeah. No. But definitely Tom. I just wrote Tom Sand because I didn't know his whole last name.
Sandoval.
Tom Sand gives me the biggest ick.
So who's your least favorite then?
I think Tom Sand.
Out of the whole cast?
So far, yes.
Okay. Who's your most favorite?
My most favorite? Peter. No, Lisa.
Yeah, Lisa's the queen.
I'm obsessed with her.
It's hard not to be, honestly. Like, if you don't have a bit of a thing with Lisa Vanderpump,
Literally can't.
why are you even here?
I wrote at one part, so far not enough Lisa. I adore her.
Yeah.
And then immediately after that, there was a whole Lisa scene. But I still stand by it. The whole wine cup scene, I only have one glass of wine. And
She has her own brand of wine.
That's so fun.
Yeah. You'll see.
She has, like, it's just the giant wine cup that, like, basically holds the whole bottle. Really got me.
Yeah.
And she's like, does anybody have a straw? And
Well,
also,
if this was your staff, wouldn't you be drinking?
but,
Yeah.
like, also, the way that, like, she was leaning back in the chair is so me.
Yeah.
Like, she was leaning back.
But she's so classy while she does it.
I know.
Everything out of her mouth. She's talking about sucking dick.
Yeah.
And she's classy.
Yeah.
How is that possible?
Why
can't I be like her?
I don't know.
For several reasons.
She's, like, the coolest person.
1, I don't have money. 2, I didn't marry rich Ken Vanderpump.
Yeah.
3, my entire personality.
Yeah.
4, I don't like wine.
Yeah. Also, I want to be friends with Lisa is another note that I made.
That's not gonna happen.
I know.
I think she's too cool for us.
Oh, definitely.
But if I ever saw her in real life
I don't know.
public, I would die on the spot.
She's definitely very cool, but I think she's quirky enough that she might not dislike us.
I think she'd be nice to us.
I think she wouldn't dislike us.
Probably not.
She wouldn't dislike me.
No.
I don't know, actually, I can't say that because, like, I think I'm not very dislikable, but when we worked together, everyone hated me.
That's true.
All of the customers.
And people liked me, which is, like, ass backwards, because I'm definitely the meaner one of the two of us.
I still can't believe that the one installer hated me so bad.
What do you do?
And I was literally just the messenger. That was, like, the biggest don't shoot the messenger vibe.
Yeah.
I didn't even book him for anything. You guys booked him. I just called him and told him what was happening.
Yeah.
That was so funny. Anyway.
Who would you call, in your opinion, the most quotable character? Is it character or person? To me, they feel like characters.
People characters?
Character. Well, it's a TV show. Like, I'm watching them on my screen, so it's a character. But they are real people? Because that's,
we
like,
can
really
still say
them.
people, because characters are people.
Who is the most quotable human being on the TV show?
Stassi.
Vanderpump Rules.
So far.
Agree.
And that leads me directly into one of my points. Booyah! And I'm the devil. Don't you forget it. Are two of the most iconic lines I've ever heard at the beginning of a TV show.
Hate her or love her, Stassi Schroeder has an array of great quotes throughout the show.
It's so funny.
She is hilarious.
Like, I literally at the very end wrote, I love, hate Stassi. We wouldn't get along probably, but she's funny.
Oh no, she wouldn't be able to stand you, I don't think.
No, I'm too nice.
Yeah.
I'd be just like vibing and she'd be like, who is that bitch?
Yeah. I don't even know if she'd like have a thought about it, to be honest. She'd probably just like continue going. At least season 1 Stassi.
Can we talk about Tina for a second? I know she's like barely in it.
Yeah, I think most people probably won't even remember who Tina is if
well,
they've seen the
she's
show already.
Legitimately gorgeous.
She is gorgeous.
Like, I love her. And that bar that they were at where they like were, what were they doing?
Drinking
something.
Tea type drinks with
Elixirs.
the crazy lady that read tongues.
Yeah. What? I have so many questions.
Honestly, West Hollywood, is full of things that probably shouldn't be legal anywhere. Except for maybe like Amsterdam, because they do whatever they want there. But
also, like, please don't read my tongue.
I want to know what my tongue says.
Lots of
like
words.
I know what it says because it helps me to talk to you fine folks, but
you fine folks.
Yeah, I don't know what does it say about me? Probably says I'm an asshole sometimes.
Stick out your tongue. No, like fully, like eh. It's very moist.
Okay, and that's the end of that. Who the fuck wants a dry tongue? What am I supposed to do? So, who do you predict is gonna win the showdown? Stassi or Sheena?
I was like, what showdown? What's happening? Are you just like the bitch off that's happening? Oh no.
Sorry, I tickled my leg. Just with my finger.
Okay, really off topic. Did you see Taylor Swift? The TikTok of her falling over? Well, she just lost her balance and she screamed.
Yeah. Wouldn't you? You're falling off fucking stage.
It's just so funny.
Who's afraid of little old me? Ah! She is, because she's clumsy.
I saw a comment that was like, who's afraid of little old me? Afraid of little old me version.
Yeah. Well, like, it's a long way to fall.
It's very
And
funny.
you have a whole show to put on still if you hurt yourself. It's unfortunate.
It's so funny.
But she saved herself and remained professional as always. And put
the
on the
way
show of a lifetime.
And she, like, sang that at the end. I'm sorry, I'm getting very off topic. We're talking about
okay.
Taylor now.
That will happen several times, I'm sure.
Also, all of those people on the hill behind her concert.
40,000 people.
I know. That's amazing.
Yeah.
I would cry if I was Taylor.
Yeah. What a cool place to have a concert, though.
Right? A hill. Hill's dangerous.
Well, they probably have, like, built pretty solid infrastructure, though.
Yeah.
Because laws and...
If it was America, you couldn't have a stage on it with a hill behind it. It would be too dangerous. Guns.
Oh. Yeah. You couldn't just have it open like that, probably.
No.
I wonder... I'm surprised you can anywhere.
I know.
Now that you think of it, like, that's not very, like, good safety regulation.
No, because, like, I feel like bad things could happen.
Yeah.
But also Europe.
It's kind of like that one sketchy concert, though, that I went to in somewhere in Washington. Still unclear what city I was in, because that state's confusing as hell. But the security was really jank, and I was really scared, and we left early. We didn't leave early because of the security, but we left early because Gerard Way of My Chemical Romance was barking at the audience, and I didn't understand that. It made me uncomfy.
I'm jealous. I want to go see My
And be
Chemical
barked at?
Yes.
Okay.
It would be an honor
Woof.
to be... It would be an honor to be barked at by Gerard Way.
No.
Yes.
No.
Anyway, who would win in a showdown between
Oh, yeah.
Sheena
Stassi and
Stassi?
Sheena.
Honestly, Stassi.
Yeah. You
She
don't
has
want to vote
fire.
for the underdog Sheena?
No, Stassi has too much fire.
Yeah, she scares the shit out of me.
Yeah.
But I kind of like it.
Are you attracted to Stassi?
A little bit, yeah.
I almost mixed up their names and called them Stassi.
Yeah, probably more so than the men so far.
That's fair.
Just like...
I don't know, man. Peter
She's
Tom,
got bigger balls than any of
Tom
them.
Schwartz, not Tom Sandoval. We know how I feel about Sandoval.
Tom Schwartz is pretty cute.
He's got kind eyes and fluffy hair. That's all I need in a man.
He does.
So does Peter, actually.
Yeah.
Kind eyes and nice hair. That's all I want in a man.
He's got a weird head shape.
I'm
Kind of
okay
like,
with
is
that.
it Wario or Waluigi? Which is the one in purple?
They both wear purple. One of them has
No
yellow
way.
on them.
The one with the tall one, not the fat one.
Waluigi.
Yeah, he kind of has a Waluigi head.
He kind of does. He would
Yeah.
do very well doing a Waluigi cosplay. I'd pay for that.
Like in a sex way?
No.
Oh. Okay, yeah.
Just to see.
Okay. That's good. I was like, I don't know about the Australian can have you. Bye. That'd be really frightening. I don't like it. Like, you do you, but you keep it to yourself.
Waluigi gonna win! I'm not good at Waluigi impressions. I don't know how I did that.
Don't do that. Oh, what are your thoughts on...
Sorry.
What are your thoughts on pooling tips? Yes or no?
Oh, no. I'm not a fan of pooling tips.
Agree. Like, sometimes you're going to have a bad night, and that sucks. That is what it is. But sometimes you're going to have a really good night. And do you want to share the $500 in tips with the bitch who did nothing? I don't think so.
No. And especially, like, what Sheena said.
Yeah.
Was, like, the whole thing about her being like, some of you are hiding in the bathroom, and I don't want to lose money because you guys aren't doing your job.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
And Jax's comment about there being lazy servers there.
Yeah.
Well, it may be true. If my boyfriend said that,
I'd punch
I
him
would
in
have
the face.
shot him.
Oh, we went two different ways.
We
Both
usually do.
violence, but
Yeah.
different vibes.
Well, yeah. One's like a life sentence.
One's like...
Not in Canada. That's 25 years.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah. I would have punched him in the face if my boyfriend would have said that. But also, don't pull tips. Like, I'll be real with you. We go to restaurants sometimes, and I regret tipping. There was a very interesting Olive Garden experience that happened very recently where I wish I didn't tip, but I felt awkward and I was scared we were not going to get out.
Terrifying.
So,
Yeah.
really quick sidebar.
However, I always tip because I can't not. It feels like
There was
morally wrong.
one time I didn't tip, and that was at the sushi restaurant we go to.
Oh, yeah.
When we were there for like half an hour and nobody came to see us.
That's wild.
And then
You have to be pretty bad in my books to not tip, though. One time, someone dumped gravy on my boyfriend, like the waitress, by accident.
Yeah.
Right into his shoe, though. And we still tipped 15%.
Honestly, I would tip more because I would feel really bad
No,
for that
she
waitress.
was really bad waitress other than that, too.
Okay.
And she was literally running circles around the restaurant saying, I'm trying to solve a problem. I'm trying to solve a problem. She didn't solve any problems, and I never got my Diet Coke. It took like 40 minutes.
That's insane.
And then she dumped gravy in Chris's shoe. But we still tipped 15%.
Yeah.
I can't not. Like, it hurts my heart.
I really debated when we were at Olive Garden the other day that I didn't want to tip. But
They wouldn't
first
have
of
let
all-
us out alive.
No, I was convinced that we were... I was pretty convinced that we weren't getting out of there to begin with. But
Same.
that was just a very wild experience. Maybe we'll do another podcast talking about our insane...
We might do a bonus episode.
Yeah.
It's a long one.
We've got some insane restaurant stories.
Most of it's usually our fault
Yes.
because we're weird.
Yes.
But
Like,
this wasn't, I don't think.
Making direct eye contact with somebody while you bite into a pickle that dribbles down your chin. That happened to me right before the Olive Garden experience.
We will have to work on that before we do the Lisa Vanderpump tour of Vegas.
Yeah, we cannot.
Maybe we could do a side trip to LA and go to Sir, etc. But I
Yeah.
can't tell you what the etc. is yet. You'll
Okay.
have to find out for yourself.
Is one of it that sushi place that they were talking about in the episode where they were trying recipes?
I don't think they were talking about a sushi place. I think they were talking about putting sushi on their menu.
Oh, I was confused.
The other restaurant is Villa Blanca, and I believe it is closed.
Oh, R.I.P. Villa Blanca.
Yeah, Lisa rotates restaurants.
That's fair.
She goes out when she's on top of her game and opens something newer, bigger, and better because she is a queen
She is an icon.
with the business sense of no one else.
I love her.
Yes.
Favorite person. Who's your favorite? I mean, I can't ask you like real favorites, but if you were to pick in the first episode a favorite person, who would you pick?
I'm gonna play it safe and say Lisa Vanderpump.
That's fair.
I'm gonna keep the rest close to my
And Peter.
close to my chest or close to my vest.
Chest.
I don't wear vests
It's chest.
because I hold my shoulders weird, so I'm gonna keep it close to my chest.
Well, it's like when the whole point is like when you're holding in a card game, you keep your cards close to your chest.
Really?
Yes.
Shit. That's crazy.
Surprise! That's how that works. I'm not lying to you. Like that is.
I think I say close to my vest because on Morbid, Ash says close to my vest a lot.
Okay.
And now I'm just learning we might both be wrong. But it's fine. Love her.
She might say it for like other reasons. It's kind of like how I say. It's like how I say from the get-go instead of the get-go.
Maybe.
Because Kirsten says from the get-go, and I think that's funny.
I
Kirsten,
think
shout out
it's-
to Kirsten.
I think it's just who she is.
Yeah.
But it's why we love her.
Kirsten's my best friend.
Shout
so-
out Ashcal. Morbid.
Ash Cal is not your best
And
friend.
Elena
I'm so
Urquhart.
sorry.
No, I don't know them. One day.
One day. Podcast together. That'd be so funny.
They are huge Bravo fans.
Oh my gosh.
And where I am listening to them currently, something huge happened on Vanderpump Rules.
Oh my gosh.
And I can't wait. I one day hope to have this conversation with them.
That would be
So
so
if
fun.
you guys are listening, please hit me up. We will be best friends, I promise you.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Anything else?
No.
Any
I think-
next new and exciting, I don't know, vibes?
No.
Okay.
Just raise your glasses high. This one's for you tonight.
Hello, everyone. You have made it to the end of the episode. Thank you so much for listening. If you've enjoyed it, please be sure to rate us on whatever listening service that you're currently listening on, as well as follow and hit the notification bell to make sure that you never miss an episode. Also, don't forget to tell your friends, because whether they like reality TV or never watch it, this podcast is for everyone. If you'd like to see more from us, you can follow the podcast at Real House PPL TV on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. And if you'd like to see more from us individually, you can follow Amber at Amber's Reality, that's TEA at the end, on Instagram and TikTok. And you can follow me at Trisha Mason Jar, also on Instagram and TikTok. All of our links will be in the description below, and we will see you next week. Bye!